Okay, so NPR just put out this article. Nearly all U.S. mass attackers were male and face major life stressor, report finds. Okay, let's get into it. The U.S. Secret Service released a first of its kind report that analyzed 173 mass attacks that took place from 2016 to 2020. It's the first time the agency has put together trends collected from 5 years of data. The report examines everything from when in the year the attacks took place to behavioral changes exhibited in the attackers. The report, which comes from the agency National Threat Assessment Center, looked at attacks that harmed at least three individuals, not including the attacker. The report comes 2 days after the shootings in Monterey Park and Half Moon Bay killed a total of 18 people. And so far, there have been 39 mass shootings this year. So they hope that the research and guidance that they provide helps to prevent future mass attacks. We shall see. Let's get into the data. Okay, so location. Most of the attacks took place in public or semi public spaces. The most common places were businesses, including retail and restaurants, the type of weapon used. All right. So 126 of the attacks, or 73%, involved use of one or more firearms, including a quarter of the attacks using firearms. At least one of the firearms was acquired illegally by the attacker. Demographics: 96% were male. 57% of those males were white, 34% were black. Criminal history: 64% had a criminal history, not including minor traffic violation. 41% of the attackers were found to have a history of domestic violence, but only 16% of those were actually facing domestic violence charges. Online presence: a majority of these attackers had an identified presence online. Nearly a quarter were found to have conveyed concerning communications, such as threats. So people knew that these folks were unhinged. Now, these last two stressors. Nearly all of the attackers had at least one significant stressor within the last 5 years of the attack, most of which included family or romantic relationships. 20% of the attackers experienced some kind of childhood trauma, including physical or sexual abuse, financial and housing instability. 72% of the attackers experienced some kind of financial stressor at the time or right before the attack. Understand the trends and where this is going. Financial instability in this economy is at an all-time high. Males are dropping out of the workplace, and the availability of guns is ridiculously easy. So, ladies, it is time to be prepared.